1,000 scholars like Matthew Turner, helping them to attend college and prepare for careers that benefit all of us. Satisfying a thirst for achievement, the Coca-Cola Company.
Charlie Rose on PBS is brought to you in part by J.P. Morgan Chase, providing financial services and solutions to more than 30 million consumers, institutions, corporations, and governments worldwide.
Additional funding for Charlie Rose was also provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Funding for Charlie Rose has been provided by the following.
60% of all waste can be recycled. Beverage cans and bottles are among the most recycled in the world. And we're also working toward more efficient beverage containers, one drop at a time.
Additional funding for Charlie Rose was also provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Funding for Charlie Rose has been provided by the following.
If you've had a Coke in the last 20 years, you've had a hand in giving college scholarships and support to thousands of our nation's most promising students.
Additional funding for Charlie Rose was also provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Funding for Charlie Rose was provided by the following.
Maybe you want school kids to have more exposure to the arts. Maybe you want to provide meals for the needy. Or maybe you want to help when the unexpected happens. Whatever you want to do, Members Project from American Express can help you take the first step. Vote, volunteer, or donate for the causes you believe in at membersproject.com. Take charge of making a difference.
Additional funding provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Funding for Charlie Rose has been provided by the Coca-Cola Company, supporting this program since 2002. And American Express. Additional funding provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Funding for Charlie Rose has been provided by the Coca-Cola Company, supporting this program since 2002. And American Express. Additional funding provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Corporate funding for Washington Week is provided by...
We know why we're here. To design the future of flight, inside and out.
To build tomorrow's technology in amazing ways. And reshape the science of aerospace forever.
Around the globe, the people of Boeing are working together for the dreams of generations to come.
That's why we're here. Additional corporate funding is provided by the National Mining Association, Major funding for Washington Week is also provided by the Annenberg Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by the financial support of viewers like you.
Corporate funding of Square One TV is provided by the Intel Corporation Foundation. Intel's technology is the brain power for computers in your life. Intel, the computer inside.
For a complete set of Square One TV teacher resources, send a check for $9.95 to CTW School Services, Box SQTV 5, 1 Lincoln Plaza, New York, New York, 10023.
Savage Skies is made possible by Marsh & McLennan Companies, which has been helping clients manage risk for 125 years. Marsh & McLennan Companies, insurance services, consulting advice, and investment management worldwide. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by annual financial support from viewers like you.
There is no beauty without form, no passion without design, no style without innovation, no trust without quality, no happiness without perfection, no order without discipline, no growth without wonder, no joy without play. Preparing children for life's adventures. The Children's Place.
Reading Rainbow is made possible by a ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you.
Funding for Reading Rainbow is provided by Country Inns and Suites by Carlson, offering a family-friendly atmosphere, and the Read It and Return Lending Library, where you can borrow a book and return it on your next stay.
And by a ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
This program is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the annual support of viewers like you.
Funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by viewers like you.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Sesame Street is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by public television stations and their contributors.
This is PBS.
The local presentation of Sesame Street was made possible by Play Arena, a weekly planned program of play and exercise shared by parents and their children 3 months to 4 years of age, with over 100 locations throughout the tri-state area. This local presentation of Sesame Street was made possible in part by Republic's Bank for Kids, where a child can learn the value of saving. Available at select locations of Republic National Bank, the Manhattan Savings Bank, and its Williamsburg Savings Division.
What time do you think the mayor will make that announcement?
Fresh voices, new perspectives, facts, analysis, every week. Get the unreported details that impact on your lives from informed sources. Thursday nights at 8:30 on 13th.
Between the Lines is funded in part by
a ready-to-learn grant
from the U.S. Department of Education. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
I love how you said that, Cleo.
We do have additional funding to talk about.
Oh, right, of course. Additional support is provided by the Park Foundation.
Dedicated to education and quality television.
And the Civil Society Institute.
You know, Theo, I never get tired of telling people about our funders.
Me either. I could do it at least once every day.
We do.
Oh, yeah, right, we do.
Chuck E. Cheese's, proud supporter of PBS Kids, helping kids exercise their right de divertirse al aprender new things. PBS Kids, donde los niños pueden ser niños.
Maya and Miguel is funded in part by a Ready to Learn, No Child Left Behind grant from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Great performances, the best in dance, music, and drama, is made possible by a grant from Exxon. Exxon, quality you can count on in the performing arts. Great Performances is also made possible by grants from the National Endowment for the Arts, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, this station, and other public television stations.
Great Performances is brought to you by the Irene Diamond Fund. This program is also made possible by the National Endowment for the Arts, because a great nation deserves great art. The Lewester T. Mertz Charitable Trust. Vivian Milstein. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Funding for NOVA is provided by Raytheon. With a dedication to science and technology, Raytheon is a major builder of oil refineries and power plants all over the world. Raytheon. Expect great things.
Merck. Pharmaceutical research. Dedicated to preventing disease and improving health. Merck. Committed to bringing out the best in medicine.
By the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you.
This program raises many difficult questions, and we do want to know what you think. So please log on to NOVA's website and take our survey. Also, you can see how scientists pinpoint a gene, find out how sequencing works, and more at pbs.org or America Online, keyword PBS.
NOVA is a production of WGBH Boston. Corporate funding for NOVA is provided by Sprint and the Northwestern Mutual Foundation. Additional funding is provided by the Park Foundation, dedicated to education and quality television. Major funding for this program is provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. On NOVA's website, go behind the scenes with Brian Green. Journey into the subatomic world. Play with strings. Picture other dimensions, and much more. Find it on pbs.org. NOVA is a production of WGBH Boston. Corporate funding for NOVA is provided by Sprint and Microsoft. Additional funding is provided by the Park Foundation, dedicated to education and quality television. Funding for the Elegant Universe is provided by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation to enhance public understanding of science and technology.